I'm comparing Motive and Samsara's pricing today. These are two of the leading ELD and fleet management solutions out there right now. Motive has a huge range of kind of features that it has. It has things like an AI dash cam, fleet compliance, fleet telematics, GPS fleet tracking, maintenance options, sustainability, reefer monitoring, fuel tax reporting, electronic logging devices, GPS, asset tracking, accident management, and driver coaching. However, like every other player in this space, it seems, they do not have any transparent pricing. There's no way to actually get the price directly from their website. You have to get in contact with them. You can talk to sales or support to find out how much it's going to cost. Interestingly, they actually do have some short articles here about how much you should pay for an ELD, but just as a general kind of thing here, they say that they're not expensive, it's something you'll be paying on a regular basis, and it can cost $40 per month. And again, say using the example of 200 trucks in your fleet, you'd be paying $8,000 every month. Again, they then direct you to their solution without any actual thing about how much the cost would be for them. Similarly, they have a section here on how much fleet management software can cost, and again, they're claiming it's around $35 per month. And if your fleet has 10 vehicles, they're claiming that'd be $35,000 annually. To get to a kind of generalized cost, I've gone to just look to see what good old Google's kind of AI overviews are saying. And it says that Motive, formerly Keep Trucking, that the hardware costs are typically around $150 to start, with the monthly service fees of $20 to $25 per vehicle. And if you go up to their Pro plans, it's about $35 per month per vehicle. And again, it depends on what you want. So if you want just the basic ELD compliance and electronic logs and GPS tracking, you're looking maybe in that $20 to $25 range. And if you want things more like the fuel reporting and diagnostics and driver safety, you'd be kind of around $35 a month. And then they have enterprise or custom sort of things available to you, and they quite rightly here say that the pricing is subject to change. And to get a quote on the Motive website, I'll link to that in the description section if you want to go do that. But this is what the general pricing is going to be, but obviously you're going to talk to their sales team. They're probably going to try to customize it for whatever business you have. Keep that in mind, but this is like something to keep in the back of your mind for how much it might cost. Now, if we go over to Samsara, they offer a lot of the similar sort of things that Motive does. They have camera and video, they have AI multicam, they have fleet telematics, including GPS fleet tracking, maintenance, routing and dispatch. They have equipment and trailer tracking, trailers and asset and reefer tracking, all sorts of things there that you can kind of keep track of your equipment and everything. They can help you with your workforce, driver coaching, training, all sorts of things for that. And then they have a generalized kind of their own platform, which has a bunch of additional kind of tools to help you run your fleet business. Now, it looks like on their website here, if we're looking at pricing, that you can check out their prices just by clicking here. But, oh no, it brings up a quote form here. You have to go through this. So say we just go through here. We're going to pick 1 to 19 things. We're going to say we want to say a GPS and dash cams. Oh, and you get hit with having to enter your email. You can't just get the pricing available straight off the bat. And if you go to their pricing page, which is here, you again get the similar sort of thing here. They do actually break it down here. You can get the safety package here for how much you want to have here. They have the enterprise and the standard kind of thing. Telematics, they have just one option again, just hitting you that quote form. I suspect it probably goes to the same thing, although I don't know for sure. And then if you're looking for more trailer and equipment sort of tracking, again, they have quote forms for those, but again, without any kind of transparent pricing. Left with that, we're just going to go over here and see what Google seems to think that they cost. Samsara typically costs between $27 and $50+ per vehicle. Again, the hardware costs are from $99 to $148 per vehicle, which is very specific. Contract terms, 3 years they're claiming, all sorts of different other things. Again, the general recommendation is to get the pricing can change, and for the most accurate quote, contact Samsara. Obviously, I think that's your best option here. I'll link to both of them in the description below. I always find it a bit frustrating when companies don't have transparent pricing, but in the kind of fleet management software space, the having more opaque pricing is the norm. I understand the argument for it is basically each business is going to be very different and need different things. Having an off-the-shelf kind of pricing maybe doesn't make as much sense as it would in other sort of situations, but I'd love to know your thoughts on pricing here for these companies and if they should be more transparent or not with that. I'd love to read your comments below. Thanks.